Federer flashes another winner.
There's no doubt that Roddick is struggling a little bit with his movement there.
Well, this is a pity because the match is sort of... into double figures on aces. Well, it's all over.
2 sets to love. 6-3, 7-5.
So title number 22 in a row. The first here and the 8th Masters Series win in his career. Stamped Roger Federer as one of the truly great players. And the way he lifted his game today, he knew he must, playing for the first time against a seeded player this week. And he did it quite magnificently. Up for the challenge, 6-3, 7-5, an hour and 3/4 it's taken him.
Absolutely delighted with the way that he's been able to beat one of the best players on hard courts in his own country, and he did so without having to play exceptionally well, has to be said. I didn't think Roddick played a tactically astute match. I think he came into the net way too much early on, tried to serve and volley too much, and that played into Federer.
Liked by everybody concerned. Fellow players respect him, all the sponsors.
This is, of course, what makes playing Federer so difficult. If you stay at the back of the court, he can hurt you with both the forehand and the backhand when he's playing well. He can also serve and volley. He can also come into the net. He's got the slice backhand. He's got lovely feel when he does move into the forecourt. So it's very difficult to know what tactics to employ when you're trying to take him on. And that's why he's the #1 player in the world.
And let's just reflect once again on the remarkable statistics about this fellow. Roger Federer is undefeated in his last 28 hard court matches, and it was Roddick. It was rather Safin who beat him in the Australian Open semi-final in January. He's undefeated in his last 22 finals, as we've said, and he's undefeated in his last 22 matches against the Americans. It was Roddick who beat him in Montreal last in 2003, and finally undefeated in his last 18 matches since Nadal beat him in the semi-finals of Roland Garros. So there it is, a worthy champion indeed, a great, great player, and it's been really a privilege to see him produce his very best tennis when it mattered during the week and to give us a vintage performance in this final.
Love all.
Early on. Maybe the heat's getting to him.
Terrific shot. Just like Federer. forehand from Federer in the middle of that rally cross. Break. Got a chance to make amends here, though.
Game, Federer. Game, Blake.
But he's got his chance now to do just that.
New ball.
Nice change-up. Took Federer by surprise. That'll do it.
Set and match, Federer.
The perfect end to a very competent match. A 14th Masters Series Shield for the top seed and world #1. His 5th title of the year, and amazingly, the 50th ATP title of his illustrious career.
Well, if there's anybody that can make a
semis, he's getting killed on the seconds. Monster serve wide.
Roger Federer. That The championship in Cincinnati belongs to Roger Federer. A brilliant week of tennis from the world's #1. His 3rd career title at the Western and Southern Financial Group Masters. Straight set win over Novak Djokovic.
There's the break. The first of the afternoon. At a disastrous time for Fish. Federer wins.
Federer.
It is indeed his 17th Masters Series 1000 title.
7-6, 6-4.
He now ties Agassi and is just one behind the all-time leader Nadal. It's the 63rd ATP title of his career, tying the great Bjorn Borg at 5th on the all-time list. And he did it the hard way. Had to come back from a set down, responded exceptionally well at the tail end of the second, played a brilliant tie break. And then just the one break.
Game. Federer.
Beautiful placement.
New ball for
every effort made by Djokovic to catch hold of that as best he could and then lift it as he possibly dared, but Federer there with the final finish.
Federer.
Well, he knew what was coming from Novak because he'd seen a couple of those blistering forehands cross-court before, but it was the...
Ace number 8.
I don't know what he's going to be more disappointed. Such a great double-hander down the line.
Oh.
Went for the lob, but just didn't get any sort of length. That didn't trouble Federer at all.
Well, you heard how impressed he was. Championship point. Exactly what he was going after here and delivers beautifully.
Federer.
It's high fives for Federer in Cincinnati. Champion here for a record 5th time. The world #1 shows the way to the world #2 in straight sets.
Andre Agassi, who was 34 when he won it for the last time, well, just still a baby really at 31 and smiling like the happiest baby in the world. Very hard to repair, and so it's proved after an hour and 20 minutes. Peter Fleming and Barry Cowan watching on. Peter, your overriding impressions?
Well, really difficult.
Stay afloat.
And this is 1 millimeter out. And Federer makes it 6 in Cincinnati. He wins.
Oh, der das Tennis hier spielt, ist klar, dass der da auch Unforced Errors mit dabei hat, weil er so ein Risiko eingeht und ein zu selten. Boah, klasse! Und in seinem Aufschlagspiel dabei ist. Gut nachgesetzt.
Since 7 in Cincinnati. A quite sensational week from the now world number 2. He denies Djokovic.